don't sit down. Morning guys, welcome to day 4 of week 3 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. Thanks again as always to everyone who's posted their attempts on Twitter and Instagram and any other medium that you've chosen to share your times with, especially Finn from County A. Fantastic looking effort. I think I might have missed some of yours during the week and I'm really sorry if I did, but I've had another scroll through. I think part of being in the lockdown, I'm trying to have times where I'm not looking at Twitter because I found myself just going through all the time. I'm sure some of you have found the same thing, but it's been pretty good because it means the house is starting to look like a house now. Mainly because Demi's driving it, but that's not the point. Still keep sharing the times. It's been really good seeing what you're up to. And for those that didn't get a chance to watch it live last night, make sure you have a look at Kate's nutrition talk. So some really useful tips there on how to amend your food intake during the coronavirus and make sure you're getting enough sunlight, etc. Just enough nutrients to keep you ticking over, make sure you're recovering from all the training that you're doing with us. Speaking of which, as a club we've decided that because it's Easter weekend, and I actually didn't know this, time has completely gone away from me, that Sunday is Easter. So we've decided that we're not going to do a fitness live stream tomorrow or on Monday. So you've got a 4-day Easter weekend that you would normally. So this is the last live stream of the week. And then on Tuesday, we're going to start again at 8 a.m. for you guys. So just bear that in mind so you're not sat by your laptop so your phone's waiting for me to appear, because I most certainly will not. Again, just make sure you make the most of the recovery, make sure you make the most of spending time with your family and enjoying the holiday for what it is. So that being said, normal warm-up like usual, and then we're going to play Kira Oxley's card game. I'm going to remind everyone of the one that we made up with the regional squad, just while the cards are out, because why not? So, as always, make sure that you're fit, your training area is nice and clear. I've got a mat down if you think you need one. Scratch that. Have a mat because you will need one. I just don't, so I've got my trusty pillow. Make sure you have a drink very close by because you're going to need that as well in between the rests. And make sure that you've got a parent with you to watch you, supervise you, make sure you're safe, and change any exercises you think you need to if you're injured. So again, people saying that they've got little wrist or ankle niggles from doing other bits and pieces. Just be cautious of that during these exercises so that you don't make them worse. We want you to be fit and healthy and stay with us all the way through. So, let's get going then. Have a drink, give you 10 seconds to put that down somewhere safe. And we're going to go with the tried and tested formula of a bit of a jog and then a bit of a stretch. Mobilize. 2, 1, let's go. So the jogging is now a warm-up for the card game. But I really appreciate your input, Kira. Very helpful.
So, morning from Praness, from B, from Lara, Savannah, Charlie, and Kira.
Press into sit back. A very good morning to you guys. It's great to have you with us. As always, I'll never get tired of saying it. So, dorsal press, hips on the floor. Try and get your shoulders as high as you can, and then sit yourself back onto your hips, onto your feet. And it feels much more flexible than it did an hour ago. And sit forward. Breathe out all your air. And then breathe in as you sit back. Again, sit forward. Just do 5 of these in total, guys.
So I've just put a comment up, guys, of what suit represents what exercise for the game in just a minute.
And then you're going to go angry cat, happy cat. So that again. 2, 1. So we're going 5 of each. So breathe out when you're happy. Breathe in as an angry cat. Just make sure you get as much of a curve. You're trying to bend your back as much as you can in both directions. And push your hands down to the floor as well. Once you finish your 10, you're going to go up onto your feet and jog in 2, 1, go. So again, hopefully people are learning what a proper jogging spot looks like now. There's a point where both your feet are in the air. You're not just like relax there. Then I'm going to go into leg swings. Use the wall, make sure you don't kick any furniture or each other. 2, 1, go. Low and slow and build it up as you go through.
Very colourful soles of your socks today.
Although if there's one thing I'm known for beyond the beard, it's my socks. The people would know there's something wrong with me if I wore matching ones. Oh no, should have gone side to side on each leg. Couldn't be thinking about socks. So side to side.
Distracted you.
Nobody's perfect. For Guildford swimmers are, but
Okay, yeah.
there's always something to improve on. I'd like. You don't kick a radiator. Okay. And then we're going to go into a walkout. So that Jefferson curl, nice and tight here. Hands all the way down. Walk out. And back. Try and stay down here so you keep that stretch in your lower body. Let's go for 4. Last one. And out. So hopefully you find you can get a little bit closer each time with the knees straight. Jogging in 2, 1, go. Star jumps to mix it up. Hands overhead. Okay, then you've got wall slides. So we showed them yesterday. A lot of you know what they are. We're going to keep them in just to keep practicing them. So down you go. Feet in the air, elbows by your sides. Just reach up over your head into the eye of an IYT. Elbows on the floor, and try and get your wrists as close as you can. And pull them down. So as you push, you're whacking them into the ground. Just to feel it between your shoulder, around your shoulders a bit more. If you do that, you are a massive cheat, and it makes it too easy. So make sure your parents, your siblings aren't having a go on that. That's going to have a much bigger impact on your mobility. Then we're going to go into scat press. Knees in the ground. Let your chest sink down towards the ground. And push it as hard as you can. And again, imagine, so you've got little muscles on the front there, which I'm going to say they're called your serratus, for those that care, or have heard them before, and they have a big impact on what your shoulders do. So when they come forward and you come overhead, they're going to hold them steady. Those are the ones you're warming up. So when you do that, it's because they're pulling your arm forward. So as you pull there, that's what you're trying to focus on. That's what your head should be when you're thinking about the scat press. And then we're going to jog one more time while Demi shuffles the cards. Ready to go. Remember, you don't need the cards. We've got them ready. We'll explain the rules. And we're going to show you the card. Just copy me if you get lost. And relax. So get a drink. So the way the card game is going to work is we've taken the jokers out and we've assigned one of 4 exercises to each suit in the deck. And they're all numbered from 1 to 10. Ace is 1, and then the faces are 10. So if we pull a 10, a king, a queen, or a jack, it's just going to mean 10, or whatever it is. I've forgotten what they are.
So hearts are squats.
So if we call heart, then we're going to put it in the camera and say it out loud. If it's a 5 of hearts, it's going to mean 5 squats. Go.
Clubs are star jumps.
So star jump being, again, making sure you don't punt anything. Make sure you've got a nice clear area.
Diamonds are dead bugs.
So down the floor, if it's 10, it has to be a whole dead bug because of the odd numbers. So it would be 1, or you can do a double.
And clubs are toe touch.
So just a...
Spades, sorry. Spades are toe touch.
Okay. So, and in between that, you're going to jog on the spot. Which again, I know it's the same as everything else, but it just means that you've got something in between to keep you going. and make sure you're paying attention when the suits get called out.
Jordan's going to tell me when to draw the card as well, so that I don't have ultimate power and end up killing him.
It would make the session very short.
It would.
So, get your drinks, make sure your space is clear. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, everyone ready? Let's have it. Card 1.
So 5 toe touches.
Streamline. Well, overhead. Back to jogging. And card number 2.
8 dead bugs.
Okay, down you go, nice and safe. Okay. 1.
Is that your hip clicking?
Yep.
You old man.
Oh, there's dead bugs in the session at the end as well. Okay. And number 3.
8 squats.
5, 6, 7, 8, relax. Oh, there is the squats as well. We'll just make sure everyone's nice and ready. No, so dead bugs will double up. But that's fine. Because you're going to be more than ready for it. It's just a few. So a little drink. Round number 2. In 2. Go. Let's see it. Card 1.
9 squats.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll wait for people to catch up. And card number 2.
Okay, that's more squats. Shall I draw again, or are you going?
Go and draw again. I can go again.
10 star jumps.
Oh boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was it 9 or 10?
10.
10. Oh no, now my watch thinks I'm training. That's good. One more. Let people catch up. If it's low, with the time. Today.
You didn't tell me. That's the same one. 1 dead bug.
Oh, one dead bug. Finish off.
You should do a really slow one.
I should make sure no one dies so they can finish the session. Okay, drink time. I'll run through the session. So you got wide push-ups to begin with. 3 rounds. Sorry, of 40 seconds. 6 exercises. It's 2 rounds for Cantier and down. You got wide push-ups, the hands outside shoulder width. Rotation plank. So push-up plank position. Rotate. Straight line from head to toe. Make sure you concentrate on staying stable on both sides. Pull with your belly button. Frog stands. Club favourite these days. Head down. Parental supervision. Mandatory. 40 seconds of practicing this. Ugh. Tell me how to straight back. Okay.
I was just too concerned you were going to break our TV.
I got a new one. Leg lowers. So on your back. Concentrate on going as slow as you can from top to bottom and don't touch the ground. Bend over row. Make sure you grab your trusty backpack loaded with books. Again, you can always go inverted rows if you haven't got a bag ready. Again, big explosive pull, slow on the way down, flat back position. If you're not sure, just take that, imagine you're on the blocks and find that position. And then dead bugs to finish off. Any questions or thoughts?
Neil says you're too honest. Yeah, I know. I should have said that he had to do 10 dead bugs at the end, not 1. How many of you guys like that card game? Is that something that you want mixed into the warm-up rotation?
Yeah, can do. Let's come up with the exercises that involve no movement. Anyway, we don't have to worry about warm-ups now. We just have to worry about getting the main session done. So again, for every session, guys, now I just make sure you have the belt ready, because I think smaller ones, you're going to be nailing. You're going to come back to training. You're going to be at Spectrum SSP just nailing push-ups for fun. If you're holding that technique with the belt, everyone else, wide push-ups in 3, 2, 1, go. And again, spreading your feet makes it a little bit easier too. 15 seconds in.
A lot of love for the card game.
Good.
Tara Oxley says, I love the game, that's why I chose it. Card game is great. Yes, please, great game. Yeah, we really like it as well.
Relax. 15-second break and then to rotation plank. It's just a nice way of me keeping out of doing runner beans. Oh, they are getting much, much easier. So, 5 seconds left onto rotation plank. In 3, 2, 1, go. So there, hand away. Up and to one side.
Grace says the card game is a lot of fun. Glad you enjoyed it.
Then one of the other, speak English. One of the things with rotation plank, making sure your hands go back in the right place. So if you go from here into a good rotation and you put your hand in the wrong place, that's what gets in the way of good technique. So make sure it's nice and close. And relax. Wait. Yeah, relax. 15 seconds off into frog stand. So just practicing the skill. Use the wall if you need, or make sure someone's there to catch you, otherwise in 2, 1, go. So I'll be back on at 30 seconds. So what I've gone for, hands on the floor, make sure you're scrunching them up nice and tight. Elbows go on the back of your knees. Can you be really straight? So watch my back, Demi. To make sure that I'm not like cracking my neck. I think 1 was all I had in me. So 10 more seconds. Again, if all you can manage is this position, that's where I started. Relax. So then you're going to go into leg lowers. 15 off, 5 seconds left to get into position. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Susanna Gates asks, when are we going back to Guildford City swimming? Obviously, when it's safe, it will be all back, but I know that Jordan and all the coaches are missing actually seeing you guys just as much as you were missing being there as well.
Oh, definitely. I mean, all I know is what everyone else will know from the public announcements, but they were supposed to be reviewing. I know the government were going to review the lockdown on Monday, but they've decided not to now. Relax.
Yeah. Things are just still very up in the air at the moment.
Literally, I think we're going to go back as soon after we're told we can, as possible. So bent over row, grab your bag. As soon as the government say everything's fine, and as soon as the doors are open to all the facilities, that's when. But beyond that,
as soon as it's safe.
2, 1, go. Best answer, just pay attention to your emails, and we'll let you know as soon as we know.
Yeah, I know there were no faces in that card game, and yet there are plenty in the deck. So yeah.
Oh, we've been rumbled.
I feel like we should leave the jokers in and make it like 15 of something.
No. I disagree. Mainly, but not because I'm trying to stroke work, but if you make it like too high, then you'll end up with one card for the round and the amount of time we have. So straight back, slow it down as you can, and relax. Then dead bug to finish the round. So you can go single or double. I'm going to try single to see if my hip clicks a bit less. 3, 2, 1, go.
Or we could do that when the Joker's pulled. The first comment giving a number gets to decide.
So what's the right hip? Anyway, priority here, guys, as always, making sure that nothing can get between your lower back and the ground. So as you go down, nice slow reach. Hold that for a bit, pull your toes towards your head. Snap back really fast. And reach your hands to the ceiling. So this one, try and pull your shoulder up. Relax. 2-minute break.
Pranav says yes to the Jokers.
Okay. Just don't be surprised, perhaps, if the Jokers end up being a 10-second break or something really, really weird. 10 seconds of sleeping lines.
See, my deck of cards had 2 plain cards, so I could have pulled them and just made up what you had to do.
Playing cards.
Yeah.
Well, if I take the jogging out of the normal mobility bits, we have a bit more time to play it. I'm sure people wouldn't object to that. But today was a bit of a trial just to see how the engagement went. So we're going to we owe Kira and her mum a lot.
Susanna says, thanks, I'm also missing Guildford City swimming. Yeah, I know everyone is.
Massively.
Yeah. It's driving Jordan mad, actually not being able to see you guys. So, as much as he loves doing the videos for you all, I know he's actually missing hanging out with you and it being more of a one-to-one.
Yeah, well, a lot of the coaches are. Every coach around the country is kind of
Exactly
in it doing what they do because of the personal interaction as well. So if you're trying to make sure that you're all safe and like trying to do it well, like I'm trying to give as much information as I can in the rests and in between exercises. But like I said, even then, the way we've written them isn't necessarily to try and build like a traditional training program. It's just to make sure that you guys are athletic and happy and healthy. But it will change next week, so expect over the weekend the next ones will be a little bit different. So a little bit longer for the rest before you go back into wide push-ups. Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, if you've got any suggestions for the new programme next week, get them in by this evening so Jordan's got time to work on it.
Yep. So wide push-ups. We're going to go round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So as much as that.
Sorry, carry on.
Written push-up. Little ones on your knee. Just go for a normal one. And go really controlled down to the floor. Make sure your elbows stay behind you.
Tegan, I love your suggestion.
No, Tegan. It's going to be too hard.
Tegan says that the Joker should mean that Jordan has to do a 1-minute plank. Now, the fact that you said Jordan has to do it, does that mean only him and not you guys?
Put your money where your mouth is, Tegan. You can join in. That's as long as the game lasts per round.
Yeah, that's fine. We're fine to just sit and watch that.
How about at the very end of the video, I'll say good.
Yeah.
I'll play. So anytime we play the game, if a Joker gets pulled, and I say like goodbye at the end of the video, I'll then do a plank.
Sounds good. Edith is really missing swimming. Yeah.
But that went on too long. Rotation plank. You guys should have stopped. It's a little bit longer for the rest. And I'll keep an eye on my clock. So 3, 2, 1, go.
So we know you guys are all really missing swimming, but what's something that you've really enjoyed while doing what we can at the moment? Is there something that you've really, really had fun doing, or that you found you can do which is new or improved in? Yeah, what's the positive that you're taking from it?
I mean, for me, I would never have done these. I would have been a lot more comfortable doing this for demonstrations. Relax. And then sticking in the weight room. So no, I've definitely gained a lot. I'm talking to a lot more people now as well, weirdly. As much as I'm not at SSP, there's people, especially in the younger squads, that I'm interacting with that I don't see. So I'm either with the older squads or in a different, like not on poolside. So that's been really cool for me. Frog stand time. So make sure cushion's ready, you're supervised. 3, 2, 1.
So
Go.
Manon is missing swimming, so we're trying to find a way of swim at home without a pool. When the Joker is pulled, Jordan should do a 1 minute leg raise, so like just above the ground. God, you guys are just as mean as I am. It's great. I've enjoyed going cycling round the village with my family from Cara. Yeah, that's really great. It's good that you're getting to spend lots of family time.
A little bit longer.
My brother got an ergo. Not heard of that.
Going to what, rowing or bike?
For his birthday, so I get to use that sometimes from Grace. Ella is missing her friends. Tegan trying to learn the hula hoop. That's awesome.
Leg lowers, guys. A little bit longer. 3,
Clelia,
2.
strength is clearly improving. That's
Oh.
great, guys.
That's fantastic. Again, I know some of the younger ones at Tadpoles Frogs, can't you see, might have felt a little bit out of your depth with these videos to begin with. But I've really been trying to do my best to make sure that I can answer any questions you might have. Sorry, that was reverse go, not leg lower. Leg lower in there, straight leg, pull it back up.
Pranas is really missing swimming, but he said he's enjoying spending time with us and playing games. And Sienna is enjoying learning to skip properly.
Relax.
Well done, guys. It's great that you're actually taking the time to learn these new skills.
Out of a row. Yeah, using this time productively is going to be a challenge for a lot of people. 2, 1, go. And just think about how much you're going to be able to take these things you've learned how to do back into your day-to-day once everything goes back to normal. So bend over rows, make sure you're pulling your elbows right up, that you're trying to squeeze the bag into you. And then go as really slow as you can down. Challenge-wise again, if you're struggling for body position, just go standing normally, drop your foot like you're going to be on the block. It's the exact same thing. Or if you want, you could do 20 seconds on one hand, depending on what kind of object you're holding, and then 20 seconds on the other, because then you've got to worry about not dropping down with this. Relax, into dead bug. So last exercise of round 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, left side's getting involved now.
So Jordan, what skill would you say you've improved on whilst doing all this?
Well, I mean, I couldn't do that yesterday.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of the bodywork, conditioning stuff alone has helped me start thinking about different ways of writing sessions for all the squads. So things like incline mountain climbers, same thing, a little bit harder. Wouldn't necessarily have thought of doing that, but definitely a lot of the videos that people have been sharing online. Relax. 2-minute break.
I mean, my skill of sitting in a chair drinking tea whilst monitoring a camera has definitely improved.
That's a joke, because luckily you already had that skill. Or
Hey, I never monitored a camera
I still
before.
would have been walking in and out of shot. Handstands, I know there's loads of kids from gymnastics background. So like, again, Charlotte Cope, whole back, like loads of them, way more than I could name in one video. Lottie Roberts, that can do all these gymnastic skills. So the things that I'm trying to put together now to learn how to do myself so that I can teach you guys. We really think there's a place for that across all the squads, as long as we find a good way of like introducing it and explaining how important it is to do it safely and properly, because it's just going to make you confident. I mean, if you're more confident being upside down, when you leave the blocks, you're going to have tons of time to think about your body position. I'm completely rambling now. But if you guys think you like the idea of that sort of thing, I'm definitely keen to, within my role, to look at how to build that up a bit more. It's not been as hard as I thought it would be, actually, to learn these skills. It's just about approaching it in a controlled way. And I know a couple of the older swimmers have started trying to do these things as well. What else have I been working on, Demi? To walk around. Don't sit down in the middle of rests.
You've been working on doing as you say, not as you do. No, your frog stand's gotten better.
Skipping, luckily I had to nail that one earlier. But yeah, frog stands, I need to turn the frog stand into a handstand. I'm going to turn the handstand to a walking handstand. Well, I'm going to learn how to do muscle ups, but I haven't got a bar. So many people are so good at walking handstands. Anyway, it's about the end of the rest. Round number 3. Get ready for wide push-ups. Cushion there in case you need it. Here we go. So last round of the week in 3, 2, 1, go. But again, has anyone else learned any other skills in the last 3 weeks? Let us know. I know Dimitri came up with quite a few cool obstacle courses in his back garden. For the videos that his brother put up on Twitter. Just as a way to kill the time in between rounds of exercise.
It's like from the video the other evening, about setting those goals, writing them down, so you can actually see your improvement.
Relax. Rotational plank. Yeah, if you decided that between now and the end of the lockdown you want to be able to do a handstand, that's something you can definitely find resources for. 2, 1, go.
Tracy Simmons. Hi, it seems we were watching the wrong video. Oh, don't worry, I've actually done that myself whilst trying to get online to see the comments to read them out. But yeah, thanks Steve for putting the suggestion underneath. But at least you're here now.
So we've started to struggle on these guys. It's started to split your feet a little bit more. So it's more important that you have a wide stance here, so that this bit's easier. You've got more support. You can keep going, relax. 15 off again, into frog stand.
So this is from Grace. I learned that I'm absolutely terrible at cooking and should not be trusted in the kitchen.
2, 1, go. Everyone's got to start somewhere, Grace. I'm sure there are kids that go to uni for the first time at 18, 19 that leave the house without being able to boil pasta. I'm sure you're doing a great job. So again, in terms of how wide you want to go with your hands here, make sure it's just about shoulder width apart so that you've got a straight forearm. Get into this position first. Head on the floor. So from here, your elbow's pointing at the ceiling. And you can point with one foot. So the hardest thing in the frog stands, guys, is just making sure that your base of support is nice and stable. We're going to relax and go into leg lowers. So I might break them down a little bit more. Use the door if you need to. 2, 1, go.
How many of you guys have gotten involved in the Easter egg decorating competition at the Guildford email that was sent out?
Oh, good point. Make sure you get your entries in. And Richard's going to announce the winner for the weekend. Post the pictures online. And while you're doing leg lowers again, make sure back stays down If you start to get to a point where you arch your back, just relax, come back to the top. Just hold your legs steady. So even after a little bit of time, you're going to feel this right here below your belly button. In 3, 2, 1, relax. The next one is bend over row. Grab your bag and off together in 3, 2, 1, go. So if I go single arm, split stance.
Oh, amazing. Pranesh and his family are going to try it today.
Oh, the painting?
Yeah.
Are we going to try it?
Yeah.
And we definitely should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to let Debbie take lead on that one.
Oh no, we've got to do 2 separate ones.
Oh. But you'll still be cheating because you're an artist by trade. So that'll almost be professional. I don't think Demi's entry should be considered.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, switch sides. If you're doing single arm. Again, the point with the single arm as well, guys, it's not just about strength. It's about making sure that you can do this without rotating. So you're going to be here, pull your arm, hold your posture, and not drop down. So it's not even about cheating, it's just about body awareness and that brain-body conversation. Relax. Dead bugs to finish off.
So Natalie Glyn Jones says that they're going to try it.
Well, I'm really glad to hear it. I can't wait to see how creative you guys are going to be with the eggs. 2, 1, go. And that's just based on how creative you've been with the land work. Because as much as it's me on the live stream, a lot of the best parts have come about because of your involvement and your suggestions, like from as a community.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about when you guys give your suggestions is it makes it more like a team, that we're all getting through it as a team. So yeah, keep them coming in.
So going 40 seconds of an ab burner just to finish you off, which philosophically I'm not a massive fan of, but it keeps us on task. Again, reach with your heel out in front of you, hands to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Job done. Good work, guys. Pat in the back as always. Make sure you get a drink. If you're still outside doing the videos, which sometimes I do miss, depending on how much jumping I'm doing, you put your jacket back on before you cool down. Make sure you take a drink. And then we're going to go quad stretch. 2, 1, go. I think it's the point I made in the other video as well. If you're feeling kind of tight, so like some of you have been doing a lot of running, you go for this stretch. So if you look, my knee's actually, that knee's in front of this one today. But it feels the same as yesterday. But it just means I've got to be careful not to do that and relax my stomach, keep it tight, just so you're having to concentrate. So things might feel the same but look a bit different. But again, you've got to be clever about it. Start learning what your body's telling you.
Have a good Easter and thank you, Jordan, from Manon.
You too, Manon. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Jordan. Happy Easter to you both from Maddie. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, Maddie. Looking forward to seeing your egg as well. Ooh. I had a point to make about stuff. I forgot one now. Oh, so like, I know a lot of you are saying that you're missing the pool, and we've acknowledged that as coaches we miss being there to coach you as well. But it's really important that you don't try and hide those things. Then being honest about missing like the normality is just something to make you appreciate more. You'll appreciate it more the longer this goes on. But if you ever feel like you want to talk to somebody about that, there's always people that you can reach out to. So make sure you are telling your parents. There might be things that they're missing too. So it just means that everyone's on the same page. Don't feel like you have to pretend you're happy if you're not. It's okay to acknowledge these things.
So I've got a question about the Easter egg. It says, for the egg design, can you draw an egg or do you have to paint a real egg? I think you can draw one, can't you?
You can do either.
Yeah, you can do either. Yeah. Can't wait for the next session.
Double check the email. To be safe, just double check the email. Double check the Twitter post.
Happy Easter and thank you both. See you on Tuesday from Cara.
Yes, you will. Thanks again for the
Thanks.
suggestion, Cara.
Happy Easter. I will miss your company on Friday. From Tara Oxley. Wow, they're coming in really quickly.
Should we tell them about the challenge? Make a poll?
Yep.
Shall we go out?
Let me read out a few more and then we'll do that. Happy Easter from Harry. Happy Easter to you both. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed these sessions.
Mr. Harry Welsh, thank you very much, you and your family.
Thank you, Jordan. Great session today from Clelia. Thank you both. Have a lovely Easter from the whole Matthews family.
Okay, and same to you, Matthews family. Thanks for being here. Pigeon stretch, guys. So, again, I'm repeating some of the stretches that I'm covering with the other video too, because you all know it. It's good to just remind yourselves. So pigeon stretch, I'd start it. So foot facing the camera. Take a knee. Let your knee fall down. Hands go on the floor. So the main thing, and all the kids that I'm showing this to are going to be doing it amazingly anyway because they're mobile. But straight leg at shin. Straight line. So knee behind ankle, pointing that way. And then, if it feels comfortable, let it fall. So if you imagine you're going to get into a push-up plank, hands should be there. If you start to relax, let yourself sink down. The most important thing is that this stays the same. Because if you let it drop, you lose the stretch. So I'm going to switch sides, because this one didn't feel as good, so hopefully you'll see that. Foot in position, knee goes down, it might stay quite high.
Thank you to everyone sending in happy Easters, and we hope you have a good Easter too. We've got could Jordan go through sky crunches on a separate tutorial like he suggested, especially focusing on options for younger ones because Pranas gets frustrated by them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll work on that over the Easter weekend for you so it's ready for next week.
Boom. Hip, lat. Man, there must be an option if I keep forgetting the sequence. So, kneeling down. Peekaboo lat stretch. I just do it because I like the name, to be fair. Knees on the ground, hips back, head through your elbows. And I know I said before that twisting is the first thing you want to do to build the stretch. But actually you can do hips as well. So if I want to feel my right side, I can keep facing the floor. If I move my hips this way, I'll start to feel it just as much without doing any twisting. Or you can keep your wrists on the surface and move your knees a little bit. So other side now. So I'm just shuffling side to side. It's almost like my hands are glued to the chair. And reach across. So like I always said, hopefully everyone's got the point now. You're trying to get this end of the muscle away from this one. So that will help. You can do it standing up, but I think a lot of, especially younger ones, you're trying to figure out what your body shapes are. If you start trying to do this, a lot of people just reach out that way and it takes all the tension away. If you think about a big rubber band. And then chest. Another thing that we're looking at is, I think one of the video tutorials I mentioned how to build aerobic sets for younger ones that maybe have asthma. So instead of going out for runs, you can just build the warm-ups around the games, and that just especially for the really small ones, as long as they're out of breath and hands smiling, that counts as a session for me, at least aerobically. So I might put something together that just makes that a bit clearer. Oh, I can't do it over there.
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yeah.
Hand up over your head. So you start like this, walk your hand up the wall, just so your elbow's a little bit above your shoulder. And you don't even need your whole hand on the wall, just keep your fingers there. Depending on how beat up you feel, hopefully not too beat up. And you start to turn. So again, for me, the Guildford logo, I'm trying to get it away from my watch. You can twist your hips, mix it a bit. Gives you more of a focus. But you should feel it a bit more if you go opposite foot. So if your left hand's up, you want your right foot in front, because it controls your body position.
Thank you again to everyone sending in Happy Easters and all the love. Jordan will definitely read them all through after.
Yep. Gonna get a bit of food. Definitely something healthy, of course. And then...
Paul? We are going to do the poll for you guys today.
Yes.
Where we've got the whole of the Easter weekend off, we might do the challenge for Monday. So it gives you the whole weekend to vote.
Yeah, and what were the options? Bring Sally up.
Bring Sally up, and it was between doing Cha-Cha Slide challenge or redoing the Baby Shark challenge. Well, no, I haven't done it.
It's gonna be the you tried and they didn't go very well. I like the Cha-Cha Slide. We're gonna keep it different. So it's gonna be Cha-Cha Slide ab challenge, or it's gonna be the Bring Sally up challenge, just to keep things fresh. Roll that. Repeat views.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that in the comments. And you guys can do nothing if you so choose. If you do want to do some videos, they're all on Facebook, they're all on the YouTube channel. So if you wanted to do a Friday session, all you need to do is use the sheets you've got for the timings, but go through the video from last week, or the week before that, so that you're still going through, but completely up to you. It's just that we won't be running them live, and same for Monday. I would definitely recommend making the most. If you want to exercise, go out, make sure you go out just as your household, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the sunshine, as long as it's, under that mandated recommendation of the lockdown. You're not putting yourself in harm's way and putting others in harm's way. However, you still got the challenge to do today, and they're still on the sheets for you to do. Today's one is respect. So for you guys, Regs and Dan, make sure you look at the relevant sheet for your squad. So you've got 45 burpees, 45 bicycle crunches, and 45 up downs. Under the volume challenge, you've got to start the timer on rep 1 and then stop the timer on the final rep. You can do them in any order. So again, I could be really cruel and just say you've got to go through and stick with one, but it gives you a bit more freedom and ownership if you can pick and choose. If you want to tackle it 5 at a time, if you want to pick your favourite one that you're really good at and get it out of the way, then you can make that choice. And maybe you'll keep it to yourself if you want to have an edge, or share it with other people and see how they get on as well. The final thing for me, so no videos, challenges up there. The sheets are on the sheets were sent out, so make sure you look at the next ones if you want to do them, and then make sure if you didn't already, have a look at Kate's nutrition talk from yesterday. So Club YouTube or the Facebook again. There's 15 minutes worth of really useful, practical information that you can apply pretty much immediately after watching it. So it's pretty useful. It is useful for everyone of all ages. So whether you're performance squad or whether you're down one of the junior competitive squads, make sure you watch it with your parents and just see if there's anything that you could maybe tweak in your day to day that might just help you feel a bit better. That's it from me.
Wish everyone a happy Easter.
Yep, that's it from me and Demi. So for everyone in Guildford City, have a wonderful Easter. Make the most of the weather. Have a great day. And thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.